Loving it. Amber, tell me a story about failure and how you overcame it.
Sure. So I want to share this story because it just came up like 10 days ago. Okay. So I wrote a tribute to my 8th grade teacher, thanking her for how she shifted me at a really critical time. So when I was in 7th grade, I had this amazing teacher, Mr. White. She's from Alabama, moving up to the north. He was actually also the first black male teacher I ever had. And so he was serious about education because he had come through some things, right, in his life. But for whatever reason, I was really bored in school that year. I didn't feel challenged at all. I didn't do my work. Got in trouble.
I don't know any of those people.
I mean, I would get a detention. This one time I got a detention, tore it up, gave it back to him. And he said, you know what? I need to see your father. I need to see your father. He didn't want to talk to my mother. He was like, your father needs to come before you can come back in my class. Ooh. So I go home, tell my dad, blah, 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 right? So that year, I would ace all the tests. And for the most part, I was respectful, for the most part. But what ended up happening was, as a result of my poor academic performance, I got passed over for this advanced academic program for 8th grade. Right?
Message.
And it hurt me to my bone.
Yes.
So my mother had been telling me, she was like, Amber, you need to change your attitude, but there's nothing like a lesson to show you. Right? So my friends all went to the academically talented program, and I was in regular section of 8th grade, right? So this teacher, Mrs. Dean, she saw how bummed I was, discouraged I was, just really kind of disconnected. And she really poured into me. She got me re-engaged in school. She gave me all of this leadership responsibility. She invited me into her home, and you know, that's pretty rare, but that's what community is too, right? And so her daughters were very accepting of me. I mean, she had me over for dinner. Like, it was all of this stuff, and it completely changed me. And so here's what I learned about failure. What I learned is that it really is an event. It isn't a person. Like, I learned that I wasn't a failure. I failed at something. Right? I failed at connecting. I failed at academically performing, but I wasn't a failure as a person. And she helped me acknowledge that. And so I just wrote a tribute to her. That was over 35 years ago. And I love her still. And so I wrote her a letter and just letting her know that I appreciated how she changed my life.
That's big. I mean, I think adults struggle even with learning that lesson, right? I messed up. That doesn't mean, just because I failed at something doesn't mean I am a failure. And right. I think a couple of episodes I've been doing, people have been talking about internalizing the failures is how that depression sets in. It's how those, those dark thoughts really just kind of capture your mind. So that is an amazing lesson about failure. All of the TS Strong community know you may fail. Doesn't make you a failure. Thank you so much, Amber.
Yes.
All right, finally, I want to personally invite you to the Controversy Project Facebook group, A Safe Place. It is a free and exclusive community where trauma survivors and trauma supporters have gathered together to share testimonies, to share resources, and to share support and love for each other, as all of us are endeavoring to learn to live TS Strong. This is just another one of the many multimedia platforms that we have chosen to use in order to fulfill this very, very important mission. And I want to invite you to be a part of it, and obviously welcome you to it in advance. Listen, in closing, until next time, I want to remind each and every one of you how important it is for you to confront your pain, how important it is for you to live your purpose, and how important it is for you to invest in your project. Till next time, peace.